Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. I want to start off this episode by thanking every single one of you for subscribing to the channel. Right before Christmas, the channel hit 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. I'm blown away. I really am. I'm absolutely blown away. And I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. And I'm totally lost for words. Totally. Other than to say thank you. Also, because we hit 1,000 subscribers right before Christmas, I have not had time to make a proper 1,000 subscriber special. So I'm making this video seriously on Christmas Eve, and I'm not going to have time to get another one done until after the first of the year to get that proper 1,000 subscriber special out. So I apologize for that, but it is a weird time of year with Christmas and New Year happening and just not having time. But be on the lookout after the first of the year for a proper 1,000 subscriber special. Something else that happened right before Christmas, and again, not having a whole lot of time to make separate video on it. I want to touch on it today just because I want to let everybody know, if you didn't see, if you didn't hear, PC Building Simulator got an update, another update. They've been pumping out updates for us just regularly. We went to version 1.9 and then version 1.9.5, and they just updated to version 1.10. And they've introduced a ton of stuff, an absolute ton of stuff. We've got SteelSeries stuff, headsets, mice, keyboards, mouse pads, all of SteelSeries components, as far as I can tell. We also got cloud notes introduced into the game. So you can actually take notes now in the game and not have to have a separate application open on your computer. So if you only have one monitor, this will save you a ton of time when it comes to building computers and stuff like that. You can take notes and know exactly what you want to put in your build, and you can put the cloud notes on any computer in the game, which is pretty dang awesome. We also got a ton of parts. We got almost every 3070, 3080, and 3090 that are currently out on the market. Everything from Asus to Colorful to EVGA, MSI, and just straight up NVIDIA RTX 3070, 3080, and 3090. We also got some new liquid coolers, some new air coolers. They fixed a bunch of bugs, and then they also introduced something called PC Building Simulator Creators. If you haven't heard about the PC Building Simulator Creators, well, I happen to be one of them. They reached out to me. They asked me if I wanted to make a video series for the official PC Building Simulator YouTube channel. And well, I just couldn't turn that down. So already there's a video up that I've made about overclocking Threadripper CPUs. You can check those videos out over on the PC Building Simulator official YouTube channel. All right, I don't want to say too much more because I don't want this video to be 3 hours long. So let's get into our email and let's do a couple of jobs. If you haven't noticed, up here in the right-hand corner, I've leveled up a good bit. I played some not recording just to get parts unlocked. It was taking forever to rank up. We were stuck somewhere in the middle of level 32. So I've gotten us almost all the way maxed out. I don't know if the 2 jobs we're going to do today will get us there, but it'll get us a step closer. So let's do these 2 older jobs down here. This first one says, hey, I need a new PC. Can you help? I want to make sure my rig is as fast as it can be. Can you get it to benchmark at least 15,285? Please install custom water cooling on the CPU. Can you do that before the end of 3 days? I worry about used parts. I read that Corsair parts are really good. Lots of love, Noel. So a budget of $5,500 to build a custom water-cooled CPU PC to get a score of 15,285. I know we can make that happen. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And then let's do this fix here. Says, can you help with this? Could you make some repairs? I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you have a look? Smelled like burning last night. Now it doesn't boot. Ooh, that's not good. I have the worst of luck. The vents look a bit clogged. Is that okay? Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic blue ones the other day. All right, so budget of $1,200 to diagnose and fix. There must be something seriously wrong. Seriously wrong to have a budget that big. Let's go ahead. Let's accept that one, and we'll figure out what's gone wrong with it. When it comes in, let's go back to this email. I need to get some parts for this. Let's get the shop open. Let's get the custom water cooling shop open. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts put in the cart for this build, and I will be right back. For this build, we're going to go with the MSI MEG X570 Godlike motherboard, the Ryzen 9 5950X, which I just recently unlocked by hitting level 33. 4 sticks of Corsair Vengeance RAM, 8 gig, 3600 megahertz. We're going to use one of the new graphics cards that just came out in version 1.10. It's the EVGA RTX 3090 XC3 Ultra. We're going to put in a 3 terabyte hard drive, a 960 gig Corsair MP500 M.2 drive, 1000 watt power supply. We're going to put all that in the Corsair Crystal Series 570X RGB case. As for the custom water cooling parts, we're going to go with a Corsair CPU block, an EK reservoir, a Corsair 120mm radiator, and a Corsair 360mm radiator. Let's make sure we've got all this for next day delivery. Let's buy all of this now. Let's go back to this shop. Make sure we've got all of that for next day delivery. Let's buy all of it. Let's make sure we accepted both of these jobs. Let's go end our day. We can get in all of our parts and we can get to work. Okay. There's all of our parts. We've got the diagnose and fix. Oh, look at this little guy. Look at this dusty little guy. We're going to have to fix that thing up. And then let's grab our case. Let's get the case put over here, and we'll grab our sticky note. We'll get it put over here as well. Okay, let's start with this little dust monster. Look at this thing. It is filthy. Let's just take both sides of this case off. Man, a passive cooler? Huh. I don't know about all of that. Let's get some compressed air. Let's get this thing cleaned out first. Maybe? Maybe. Come on. There we go. That's some thick dust, man. It does not want to come off. Okay. Okay, I think we're clean. Let's see if this thing powers on at all. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, let's start unplugging stuff. Let's start unplugging stuff. Could be the motherboard, could be... Well, it could be all kinds of things. Their budget's quite large. Let's see, we've got... Oops. We've got this. Alright, let's get this power supply out. Let's see if that just happens to be the culprit. Let's do fits this PC. The power supply is broken. With their huge budget, I feel like some other things are also going to be broken. So let's just take this whole thing apart. Let's pull every single piece out of here. We'll put it all back together. If there's nothing wrong with it, why won't this RAM come out? There we go. There we go. Okay, we need to get this unplugged. What else do we have hiding on here? What is that down there? Is that just the graphics card? Let's get the graphics card out of the way. Pull this motherboard out. There we go. Everything's out. Let's take a look. Let's start with the motherboard. We'll just start putting this thing back together. Motherboard looks good. Let's put it back in. Motherboard is good. All right, let's check the RAM. RAM is slow but good. So we'll get that back in. CPU, that also looks good. So let's get it reinstalled. Go ahead and put thermal paste on because I always forget. So let's get that on there now. Let's check out their cooler. Their terrible passive cooler seems fine. Back on it goes. Graphics card. Graphics card is broken. So they need a power supply and a graphics card. So they need an RX 5700. And what was the power supply? 650 watt Cooler Master. So an RX 5700. Let's get this back open here. What am I looking for? Graphics card. 5700. Oh, it's right here. Go figure. So let's add that to the cart, and then the power supply. Let's see. I already don't remember what it was. Was it this 650 watt? I think it was. I think it was. Let's go double check though. Let's just take a quick look. Power supplies. 650 watt. Okay. Let's order these parts for same day delivery. Go ahead and buy it now. Let's grab them out of the hallway. We can start putting these parts back in here. So let's go down here. Let's get rid of the broken one. Let's grab the new one. We'll get that thing screwed in. We also need to get the new graphics card in. Let's come down here. Let's see. That one is the broken one. Let's get rid of it. Let's grab the new one. And we will get it installed. Oh, there's their... I was like, do they not even have any kind of storage device in there? But no, their hard drive's up at the top. Now, I think they said something about blue cables, but... plastic blue cables. With this non-modular power supply, I mean, I don't know how that's really going to work, but you know what? Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Cable. Blue. Let's see, plain plastic blue. So we'll do that. Most of these are just going to be this black color from the power supply, but we will add blue where we can. Get everything cabled up. Let's see if this thing powers on now. Let's hop into the BIOS real quick. I doubt there's anything we can do because their RAM is already at 2133, so turning on XMP isn't going to do squat. And with their passive cooler, we're not going to overclock anything. Let's get this thing to boot up. Let's see. Okay. So it still says diagnose and fix. There's either still some dust that I missed, or there's some viruses on here. So let's get our USB drive in. Let's get the virus scanner on. Oh, it's going to be slow because they've just got a hard drive. All right, let's restart this. And let's see if they have viruses. Nothing. Nothing. So did I miss some dust? Or is there something still broken in here? Diagnose problem. I didn't see where their RAM was broken. Alright, well I'm going to step away. I'm going to see if I can figure out what's still wrong with this thing. And I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. That was super quick. Guess what? There was a little tiny piece of dust I couldn't even see right under where this wire was. As soon as I hit spray, it said it was good. So let's get this case put back together. Let's see, which side goes on which here. It goes over there. This one goes over here. So we are good. Let's get this thing out in the hallway. And we can get started on our build. So let's get this thing taken apart. Goodbye. Let's get this side off. Let's see, do I need to take the top off for anything? I don't know. We might be able to put some of these fans up in there, but what's going in the front here is a 360mm radiator. So let's get started with that. Let's put some of these custom water cooling parts in. First, we've got a 360 Corsair radiator going in the front. And then we've got a 120 Corsair going in the back. And this is all just for the CPU, so it ought to be nice and cool. I don't know if we can mount fans up in the top. We can try it. I mean, fans will mount. I just don't know if we're going to be able to plug everything in. Let's see. Let's get our reservoir, though. We've got the EK100 Revo. We're going to put that right down here. And we'll mess with fans here in a minute. We'll see if we can fit any up there. But first, let's get a motherboard in here. We've got the MSI MEG X570 Godlike. $700 motherboard. I mean, if you're putting an $1,100 CPU in your system, it's probably a good idea to buy a pretty expensive motherboard. That's just my personal beliefs. If you want to stick an expensive processor like this Ryzen 9 5950X, if you want to stick it in a $100-something motherboard, that is on you. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. Okay. Rant over. Let's get some thermal paste on that CPU, and we can go ahead and get the CPU block installed on there. We've got the Corsair Hydro X Series XC7 CPU block. We'll get that mounted. And then we've got some storage to get in here. So let's get some storage in next. We've got the Corsair MP500 960 gig M.2 drive. We're going to put that here. Then we're going to come around to this side of the case. We're going to put in the 3 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. And what the heck, while we're on this side of the case, let's go ahead and put the power supply in. We've got the Corsair HX1000 to power this beast. 1,000 watts. Hopefully that's enough. I don't think we're going to be overclocking this at all, so it shouldn't really be an issue. Let's get a couple of these out of the way, and we can go ahead and get our graphics card installed. We've got the EVGA RTX 3090 XC3 Ultra Gaming. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I don't know why I came in here. I want to cable this thing up. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to put in RAM. We've got Corsair Vengeance 8 gig 3600 megahertz. We've got 4 sticks of that. Man, I almost forgot to put in RAM. This thing would not have been happy when I tried to boot it. And it would have been a real pain once I ran all the cooling lines. A real pain. All right, now we're ready to cable this up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we have with some white here. Let's see what we have. We've got some white and cyan. I do like that. The white and purple is pretty nice too. The white and blue. Maybe we'll do some cyan. Maybe we'll do some cyan. Let's see how that looks. Get everything cabled up. And then you know what? Let's see. Let's see if we can fit. Or not if we can fit, but let's see if we can wire these fans up. We'll put some in the top. No. See, it's not going to let me cable them. I think I've had this problem with this case before. Like when you put anything up on the top, even though there's an opening here, it won't let you cable it up. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just for an AIO. I don't know. But it doesn't like it when you put anything up there. So, we are ready. We are ready to pipe this bad boy. Let's do some clear rigid. Do I have any cyan fittings? I don't. So, let's just go with some white. So I think that says out. So I want to run out of here and into here. And if it starts getting long with me running this tubing, then I will just cut away. That looks pretty good, though. Let's accept that one. Then let's run out of here and into this other radiator. All right, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Then we will come out of here. And let's see. I don't know if it matters which side of this we go into. It is hard to tell. It might run in this side. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. I'm sure it doesn't super make a difference in this game. See if we can't make it look nicer, though. I can live with that. I don't mind that angle at all. Let's go ahead and accept that one, and then we're going to run out of this side and back down here. Oh, but not like that. Back down here to the reservoir. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get this one straightened out, and I will be right back. All right, I think I can live with that. Got some crazy tubing going on in this particular build, but I'm not overly worried about it. I think it'll be fine for me. Let's see, maybe some cyan. Let's see if that, oh yeah, that matches. That matches. While that's running through, though, I'm going to go ahead and get some of this case put back together. Let's see, I think this goes on the front. And then we've got this grid up on the top. We need the top panel. Get that mounted on there. And let's see, we need the front panel. And let's just go ahead and put this whole thing back together. And this side panel. There we go. There we go. Before we start this up, though, let's grab a USB drive, get that installed. We're going to power this thing on. I'm going to hop into the BIOS real quick. I want to make sure XMP is turned on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. Go ahead and let this thing install the operating system. All right, we need some software. No, we need the lighting app. And we definitely need 3D Mark because we need to get a 3D Mark score of 15,285. All right, what are we doing for colors? We got all kinds of colors going on. All kinds of colors. So let's adjust some of that. Let's see. I think we might leave that white. And I don't really care about the rest of that, like the mouse and keyboard, because they're not going to go with the system. Let's see if we can make some cyan. Oh, static. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to get 3D Mark running. As soon as I have a score, I will come right back. There it is, 15,871. We definitely beat the score. Not by a whole lot. About 500 points. Not too shabby. Let's take a look. Actually, let's get that off the screen. It doesn't look very nice. Let's take a look at this thing. Take a look at this. I think it turned out really nice. I'd put it on my desk. I'd love to have a 5950X and a 3090. Oh, man. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Oops. All right, let's get this thing out in the hallway. We can collect some money. Let's see here. Let's collect this fix. 5 stars, we'll take that. And then let's collect the build. 5 stars, I love my new rig. Excellent. Excellent. We got more emails. Let's see if we got any daily deals. Ooh, a 3070 for $416. Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's go ahead and buy that. Anything else? Anything else I can't live without? Nope. Nope. All right, let's close this stuff out. Again, I want to thank you guys for 1,000 subs. It's awesome. I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Also, if you want to help support this channel, there is a link to my Patreon down in the description. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Be sure to wash your hands. And I will see you in the next episode.